Good morning or good afternoon, seventh graders, whichever time you logged on. Okay, thanks for watching this video. I'll try to keep it short for you so you can start working on all those assignments you need to turn in. Okay, remember to use this feature up here, the message toolbox, to message either myself or Mrs. Dalton if you have Mrs. Dalton for language arts. Okay, use it if you are confused, if you have questions, if you need to check in, anything, we are here for you. To help make this process as easy as possible on you. All right, so we are on week 7. Welcome to week 7. Notice the date, October 5th through October 8th. Okay, I will be going over Wednesdays and Thursdays assignment. It is for both days. Okay, you do not have a separate assignment for each day. Okay, it's a little bit longer. It's a Springboard activity, but I'll get into that here in a second. So if you don't see two folders, you are okay. Make sure you go ahead and click on Wednesday and Thursday. No, this is not your course. This is just the course I am doing the video in. Okay, so make sure you go to your designated course for language arts. All right, so once you get there and you click on the week 7 folder, okay, in order to get to this video, you must have already have done that. Okay, you will see the video up above Wednesday and Thursday's folder, or actually, my mistake, you will see it in it. So go ahead and click on it. This is where you see the video. Obviously, if you are watching it, you have already got to that part. Okay, go ahead and click on Springboard 1.9. By this time, we've done multiple Springboard activities, so we should be getting more familiar. I'm going to go over a couple things we are missing, as well as how to complete this assignment to get full credit. All right, so go ahead and click on Springboard 1.9. I think a lot of us are opening the assignment and we see this Cami button and we know our assignment is there, so we go ahead and click on it without reading these directions. Okay, make sure before you go ahead and open it, make sure you read through all 5 directions I have here for you. Number 1 is open with Cami. Do not do that yet. Okay. Number 2, read the story. We're going to be reading a short narrative called Why Couldn't I Have Been Named Ashley? All right, that's the name of the story. Number 3, as you read, highlight 2 examples of figurative language in the story. We should have went over figurative language if you completed Monday and Tuesday's assignment. Make sure you're going in order. Okay, they're in order for a reason. Monday and Tuesday we talked about figurative language. Now you will be highlighting examples of figurative language in the story. Number 4, answer all of the questions. Okay, and I'll show you when I give the example when I open it up. Some of us are skipping questions on accident. Okay, usually they will be highlighted, or if they do not have an X through them, make sure you're answering them. And don't forget to submit. You do all that work, okay? Don't make it for nothing. Make sure you submit so that we are able to receive a grade for it. Okay, now we go ahead and open assignment with Cami. Alrighty, this page looks familiar. I hope it does at least. Okay, here is your assignment, Springboard Activity 1.9. The activity will always be located in the top right if you are confused of which assignment you are working on that day. Okay, notice I have some things highlighted for you guys. Okay, learning targets. Identify effective use of sensory and figurative language. We went over those on Monday and Tuesday. You should have a good idea of what figurative language and the different examples so that you can easily identify as you read. Okay, I'm helping you out a little bit more. There's a star up here. Anything that's starred you want to read. As you read, highlight 2 examples. Okay, so this is telling you to identify figurative language. I'm telling you exactly how many you need to. You just need to highlight or underline using the toolbar on the left 2 examples of figurative language. Any example you would like, whether it's a simile, metaphor, okay, repetition, whatever it may be. Okay, highlight 2 examples of figurative language in there. There's all kinds of onomatopoeia, like we talked about earlier this week. Okay, here is your story. Okay, read the story. It is a short story. I will show you. Okay, 1.5 pages long. As you read, once again, I remind you down here, highlight 2 examples of figurative language as you go. Okay, always a good idea to use this text box to highlight other information, unknown words, put question marks like we've done before. but in order to receive points for this particular assignment, you need to at least highlight 2 examples of figurative language. Okay? It's a nice, fun, short story. I think you will enjoy it. I hope you do. Okay, as you get down, I'm running out of time, so I will try to get you on your way here shortly. Okay, I think some of these that we see here, we forget and we skip on accident. Do not forget. You normally 99.99% of the time will have questions to answer after you read. So don't just read and then submit it right away. Okay, make sure you're answering these questions. It says complete the graphic organizer to analyze the organization and use of language in Why Couldn't I Have Been Named Ashley? Okay, here it is. Here's the chart you need to figure out. Okay, it says paraphrase each part of the narrative and mark the text for specific textual evidence. Okay, you need to find actual evidence. So you're going to have to go back, find evidence for each incident, response, and reflection. All right. Record textual evidence of the language used in each part of the narrative. Okay, so here's your incident of the story. How did the character respond to that incident or conflict? Okay, and what was their reflection? Okay, you find the piece in the story, you write it in these 3 boxes using the text box feature. Okay, right here. Then, with each incident, response, and reflection, you will pick out one example of figurative language for each. You will use the text box feature to write that example of figurative language in these 3 boxes below. Okay, once again, if you are confused, shoot us a message or an email so we can coordinate a time to help you out. All right, don't submit when you're done with this. You are not done yet. Remember, you have Wednesday and Thursday, so you have plenty of time to complete this assignment. All right. Notice another star says must complete. Use language that shows by describing the photographs that follow, both literally and figuratively. It gives you an example. Okay, here's a picture. It looks like we have a horse with a carriage downtown in some sort of town. Okay, that's what I get from just looking at it. Here's your literal description. Will go in this column. Let's read the example they have. A horse is drawing an old-fashioned carriage. Okay, so you have our horse bringing along the old-fashioned carriage. That is the literal description. That is literally what is going on in here. Descriptive, using sensory images, figurative language, or precise diction. Okay, which in other words is vocabulary. Okay, the caramel-colored horse. So you are going to use the picture and pretend that you can see it in color, and you are going to give a descriptive response, okay, using descriptive words and figurative language. So they chose to use the caramel colored horse. Okay, whatever you choose is fine. Maybe you think the horse is white, maybe you think the horse is a dark black color, whatever it may be. Okay, the caramel colored horse pulls a tourist laden carriage with its fringed top and colorfully custom driver past the quaint buildings. Okay, see how descriptive all these words they're using. Okay, colorfully, custom driver. Okay, tourist. They're saying a tourist is in the carriage. Okay, and once again, they are describing the horse. Okay, that is what you need to do with these 2 remaining pictures. Literal description, figurative description in your own words. Literal description, figurative description in your own words. Okay. When you are done with that, notice it is the bottom. Okay, you do not have any more to this assignment. That is when you will go up to the top. Do not forget, I know it's repetitive, but sometimes we forget. Okay, we just exit out of and we forget to submit for a grade. Make sure you go and turn in. Okay, make sure you hit this save now button. Oftentimes the autosave is already checked. Checked last time it was saved for you. It will tell you right here. Okay, never a bad idea to hit that save now just to make sure all the work you completed is saved. And then you will go ahead and click the big blue turn in button. Alrighty. Okay, keep it up, 7th grade. Online learners, I wish you were here, but that is okay. We are going to work through it. We're going to get through it and make it the best learning possible experience for you. Okay, so feel free to message, email, or get a hold of Miss Dalton or I if you have any questions or concerns. Okay, I'm about to end this video. Remember, you have Wednesday and Thursday to complete this particular assignment. Have a good day, 7th grade.